Do you hear me breathing?
I do a little bit, but it's really nothing to worry about. I
It's
don't
not as
guess.
bad as last night.
It's not like
I don't
the
know if it's.
shit that you were
Where I
doing.
had it last night, I thought was out of the way, but evidently it was like perfectly in the way for breathing.
You just get really involved in Overwatch. It's like a workout for
Well,
you.
it was interesting though because I would hear her breathe and then she would stop, and then I could hear like the gunfire and everything, and it was like, and it was like so like that's when you like it's like a tense
I mean,
moment.
you
That's
got to
when it
stop breathing to
stopped
take a
breathing.
shot, man.
Yeah, and then it was just like,
You
and then
just
after like they got hear like the diva go like tick 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 tick, tick, and all that shit, and then it would just stop, and then it'd be like,
Don't you know you gotta hold your breath to keep your aim steady?
yeah,
you just hear her breathing and it goes silent, and then and just somebody in the background go ah.
Fucking Wilhelm scream.
Yeah. So this is the second episode of our Yeet podcast, and we got Tristan,
I'm here.
and we got Eric,
I ain't here.
and we got me, and I'm here, of course. And then this week we got
Subject to change.
Ashley, my girlfriend,
Yay.
and she's got her mouth stuffed full of chocolate cake at the moment, just absolutely packed to the brim.
It's good.
She looked at me, and I could see cake sticking out of her mouth.
It was not that bad.
That's the level our relationship's on. So, this week, Tristan has decided he's going to come up with a topic. But before we get to that, like, what's everybody been into? Tristan, what have you been into this week?
So that was something else I wanted to share, and it was last Monday. So this was like right after Easter Sunday. I was leaving work and I had to go get some gas, and stopped by the gas station, of course, and there was a car there that was like outrageous. It was covered in like Easter pastel colors and like stuffed animals and
Oh my
Easter
goodness.
baskets.
I know what car
And
you're talking about. It
but
was
this was
at
in Nashville.
the gas station by my work. The entire thing was covered in the very top of the car had stuffed bunny rabbits and everything all over it. And it was all rainbow and pastel.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
yeah, that car drives by the my fucking work.
Dude,
I'm the
is
only
this the
one out of
same
the loop
car?
here.
Yeah, Eric, you don't
You
get to
can't.
work on time, but like when I go on break, that thing goes underneath the bridge that crosses the street to the other side of the parking lot.
This
It's
can't be the
I'm
same
I
car.
fucking swear, man. It's like it's got like fucking plastic hanging off of it.
I keep seeing it. I've seen it all week over by the gas station near our work. If it's there tomorrow, I will take a picture of it and send it to you.
I
Well,
can't
see,
believe
so
we're
this.
talking about that thing.
So anyway, I'm filling up, right, and I see this person. They're filling up also, and I'm like, I want to get a picture of the car, but if you know me, like I'm not just gonna walk up to someone and say, hey, I want to get a picture of your car, and I'm also not gonna try to like blatantly look like I'm just doing it without asking them. So I had to try and do it like all sneaky
You
like.
have to find a middle ground.
Yeah, so I'm like, while while I'm filling up my tank, I'm like trying to just kind of look at my phone, acting like I'm just checking it or whatever, and I try to like lift it up and just like take a quick picture. And the person, it was this woman, it was like an older woman, and she was kind of like talking to herself, I guess just like working something out or whatever. And right when I was about to just take the picture, this guy came from outside the gas station, and he like yells to her as he's getting in his car, "Hey, I went ahead and put 10 on it." And she was like, "Oh, okay, thanks." So she was like, asked, I don't know if she explicitly asked him for gas money or if he just gave it to her, because I don't know. But I was like, yeah, I don't want to go and talk to this person because then they're probably going to ask me for money too. So I got, I just, I
You're
just
all
got,
you were all down for it up until the
yeah.
option of money peeked its ugly head.
So I just got in the car and I like started it, and then I heard them start their vehicle and about to drive away. So I got a quick picture, all like creeper like.
Oh my god.
And if you look at this angle of the picture,
Oh,
you'll
you got a
see
picture of
like
it.
I got a picture of it.
That's pretty cool.
Is
Oh
that the
my
same
god,
vehicle?
what the
Yes,
hell
it
is
is.
that?
It's the exact same one. Oh my goodness.
That's
That
Yep,
thing
that's
something.
is
it.
terrible.
That is it.
Yeah, that's that son of a bitch.
Who spends money on this shit?
I don't know, but well, obviously they spent so much money on this they couldn't afford to get gas in their
Right?
car because it asked her. But yeah,
Oh my
Look,
And
and
you
see,
know,
it's like clear tape. They tape
they
the
didn't.
stuffed animals all on the sides.
And the sad part is it's not even on a good car. Like you could tell underneath all of that wrapping paper and tape and bunny rabbits, it's a shitty ass looking car.
Yeah, it's like a
It's
80
a,
Buick.
I
I don't
that
wonder
remember
if
what
door
it's
year.
has
like a,
two colors on it.
I wonder if it's like a seasonal thing that they do.
I don't know.
God,
So
I'd hate to see Thanksgiving.
so
The
It's
dead
got
turkey burnt to
leftovers
the
all
top.
It's
stuck
a
to the
literal
wood.
food just taped to it.
Ashley, do you remember the other day when me and Robert went to Taco Bell together?
When you went and got me food too?
Yeah. So as we were walking across the bridge, this thing drives under it, and me and Robert both look at it, and then just look at each other, and we don't say a word. It's
How do you not say something about
it's just
but
it's just we've seen so much crazy fucking bullshit like this just out in the wild that we were just both just like we'll just put it on the list, not even talk
It's
about
just
it.
I mean,
just
I say how do you not
where.
say something about it? But I've seen it out there for like 2 weeks straight and haven't said anything
I've
to
seen
you.
it
So
multiple times
yeah.
and just been like whatever. I'll have to try to get a picture of that put up whenever I figure out this whole uploading situation.
Hmm. Yeah,
You
it'd
know,
be interesting to
whenever
let everyone else see it, but
Yeah.
there's also like a it's kind of like a Facebook feed for your YouTube that you can set up too.
Yeah. We'll have to look into that. That's all the new stuff. Eric, anything interesting happened with you? You had any cars that have secretly ran through our lives?
I can't say that I have. Nah, I don't think anything super special has happened to me this week. I mean, we are putting uh cat down tomorrow though.
That
oh,
holy
Yeah,
shit. Oh my
yeah.
god.
Well, he's got like really bad gums, and the vet said that like he's in constant pain to the point that like they wanted us to go to Nashville and pay $600 to pull his teeth,
Yeah.
and then they were like, well, his gums are really bad, so we don't know if that's even gonna help him. And I'm like, then why'd you even? You just want us to spend $600?
right.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Why would you suggest something if you don't know what's gonna
Yeah.
work?
So like the last couple days, we've been giving him like pain meds to let him eat, and he's just been sleeping mostly the whole time.
Hmm. I remember whenever I had to take Big and your old cat to the vet, and I was like, yeah,
Big
he's
ass
got he's
cat.
got like a fucking cold or something, and they were like, we're gonna have to put him down. I was like, what the? I was like, I was like, he's got like a runny nose. They're like, no, he's got cat AIDS.
Cat AIDS.
I didn't
Cat
even
AIDS.
know it was a thing. So I was like, no, we're gonna go get the fucking cat fixed, and he's gonna come home and freak out and run under the fucking bed like he does. And they're like, no, we've got to put him down. So they fucking took him in the back. I was fucking crying. I was like, oh my god. I even asked him. I was like, can I have a minute with the cat? So I could just like bond with it for this last few seconds. And I was like, look, man, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I thought we were just gonna come here and get you some cough drops.
Yeah. Damn.
Now we're just dropping you.
Yeah. And then they like brought him to me in a fucking cardboard box.
Hmm.
Like he was a UPS package. This is fucking dark as shit.
They did the same thing in South Carolina when we had this one cat I had,
Yeah.
and like you could tell like something was wrong with him because like he was like getting super skinny, he was getting super weak. So they took him to the vet, and to come to find out that he was anemic from the fleas that we got in the house.
Hmm.
And like I was at work the one building over when they took him to the vet, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna have to put him down. I'm like, well, I guess I'm gonna go home for the day. This is
God.
my cat, I gotta go.
Yeah, it sucks when you have to put an animal down. I'm not a big
Yeah.
fan of it. It's even worse when like one gets sick and the vet's like, "There's really nothing we can do."
Yep.
It's not fun to have to deal with that.
Yeah, comes with having pets though.
Yeah. Um, I watched Ready Player One twice over the weekend.
Oh, you went to go see it a second time.
Yeah, me and Ashley went and watched it, and after that, Robert was wanting to see it, and so I took him to go watch that. And like he didn't like the whole time we were watching it, he didn't like really show any signs of enjoying it. So I was like, I've just watched the second movie again for no reason. And then when we were walking to the car, he was like, that was like one of the most badass movies I've ever fucking seen.
I could just be just dead emotion, but like, man, this looks fucking terrible. And afterwards, like, that's the best goddamn movie I've seen
Yeah,
in a while.
I like double took at him. I was like, oh yeah, I was like, yeah, it was pretty sweet, wasn't it?
I really liked it too. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, it's cool. There's like a couple parts in it where you're just like, come on, get back to all the cool shit. But it was pretty cool.
They didn't take too long to get back to the cool stuff though. That
The
was the good part.
I think the worst part of the movie is like the ending. I didn't like the ending.
Well, don't we
Was
won't
it
talk
like
about
one of
the
those
ending.
endings where you're like, yeah, of course.
No, well,
It was good. Like they finished it fine. I didn't,
you see it like you see everything that's gonna happen at a point, and then like I don't know,
but
just for me, towards the ending of it, I was like, I wish they would kind of get on with it. Like
Just be done with
it's like 15 minutes too long. I think is my issue with it. But other than that, because they have all this fucking action, and then like I said, towards the end, it's just kind of like wrapping things up.
it. 15 minutes of monologues, yay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but other than that, it was fucking good. Black
I'll have to see it at
Panther.
some point.
So far, Thor Ragnarok, Black Panther, Ready Player One, and I think there was another movie I watched that I really liked, but I can't remember what it was.
yeah, you watched that game night movie, but
The Game Night movie was good, but it's like it's just it's like one of those comedy movies. You're not gonna watch it like a billion times.
I laughed so hard at that movie. Like
Did
I
you
would
watch
never.
it?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't go. I watched. Went to the drive-in and I watched. What the fuck was it? Tomb Raider, the
Yeah,
new one.
yeah.
That was pretty good. I liked it. And then we watched Game Night right after it because we were gonna go see Black Panther and something else. But I was like, eh. I was like, I don't know if I really like Black Panther or not, but I'll go watch Tomb Raider because I liked the first the ones with Angelina Jolie, and someone said that this movie was based on the two games that had come out.
Hmm.
And I was like, yeah, I'll go watch them. And then they're like, yeah, this Game Night movie is coming out afterwards. I'm like, what is it about? And they like told me the thing. I was like, so it's Clue, kind of, sorta. Like, yeah, dude, I laughed so goddamn hard at that movie.
I,
That dude with the fucking shrine to his ex-wife.
yeah, yeah.
Holy shit.
That dude, that dude was pretty funny. Um, I got off work early and I had like some time to kill, so I went and watched that. And I was by myself, so I'm watching all the previews and it's showing shit for like Ocean's 8, which I've seen that preview like 9 times, and I don't see the point of that
I don't
movie.
think I've ever seen any of those movies.
Like it's
I watched the first one. I
this
liked it, but
this one's like the Ocean's movie, like like Brad Pitt and George Clooney. Except
Yeah.
Ocean's 11.
for some reason they've just decided all of them need to be women.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just all women this time, and they play this version of these boots are meant for walking. And so throughout the trailer, the whole time they're doing this bang, ding, 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 ding shit.
Yeah,
I've
the
seen that
entire time.
5 fucking times, and they
So
they
not
play
enough.
they play the ding, 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 ding thing like 6 or 7 times each
It's
viewing.
like it's kind of like with a GIF how it like loops around or whatever, but it's just that part of the song that just keeps looping, or kind of like in a DVD menu, like this it just keeps looping the same part of the song. It's like that throughout the trailer.
I hate that shit.
Mm.
It is like a fucking DVD. Like when you fall asleep and you wake up and it's like,
And it's still the Shrek 2 soundtrack playing in your ear from the main menu every time.
fucking Smash Mouth.
Like every time you wake up, you just see Donkey pop her out from around the horizon,
Yeah,
walks off, and I'm like, oh my god.
yeah. Like, but when I went and watched this movie, I was by myself. Is what I'm trying to get at. And then like I walk in there and I see like a couple, and then up above it there's like a guy and a girl, and I was like, well, I heard this movie's supposed to be fucking funny, so I'm gonna watch it. And I sit down and I see all these like obvious women movies, like they're all the date movie scenario. Like there's no preview for like anything guy related. Uh, so I messaged Ashley. I was like, I think I'm at a date movie by myself.
You just look at your left hand. Hey, buddy, what's up?
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, there was a preview for a movie called Cock Blockers with John Cena in it. That looked like it might be kind of funny.
Yeah, it might be. I'd have to see the preview again because.
From what I heard, everything they show in the preview is like all the funny parts. You know, that typical bullshit. They
Mm,
show too much in the trailer, and then you go watch it, and you're like, I've already seen this.
That's my biggest part with movies. I find that nowadays, like the trailer gives away too much.
yeah.
Yeah, like with horror movies especially.
Well, I find it. Well, I don't really watch a lot of scary stuff though, but I
Yeah.
find it's like a really apparent with funny movies. They
Yeah,
tell all the jokes. Yeah.
yeah, because I mean, in action movies, you can probably watch something blow up 100 times
Oh
and
hell yeah.
that not
Yeah.
get old. But like you hear a joke or you see something scary, it becomes less scary, and the more you hear it, to a degree, it becomes less funny.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to like action movies and shit like that. I'll watch the trailer for, unless I'm really wanting to just go black on it and not watch anything. But yeah, did that. And yesterday, Ashley, you want to tell them about your adventure at Walmart and this fucking pamphlet?
Yeah, I found one of those Jesus is the Lord pamphlets. It's like how to get to heaven. And it's got all these steps on it of what you got to do. It says, what is the Bible? The Bible is God's word. It tells his law. And then it's like, what is sin? Sin is breaking God's law. And then on the inside, it like on the front of it, it's got color. On the inside is where it gets all like scary, and it's got kids smoking and how that's bad and all kinds of crap like that.
Mm.
It's got like people
The
burning in
devil's work.
it's got like people burning in a fire and two kids and burning in a fire, and it's like really. And then on the front of it, someone said wrote on it, and they said, "No thanks, hell's gonna be lit."
Since when was smoking a sin?
Yeah.
I don't remember that being in the commandments. Hold up.
I always hate when those people come up to me and they like, especially when I worked at the fast food restaurant. Like every 10 minutes, there'd be somebody who's like, have you gotten right with God? And it's like, I'm trying just to get the fucking line cleared, man. My break was supposed to be 20 minutes ago. You guys
I
just
think
keep
it's
coming through.
I think it's weird how they leave those pamphlets in the restroom too.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
you gotta
That's
you
the
gotta
number
take
one
a
thing.
piss.
Yeah, that's the number one thing you're gonna think about after taking a shit. Like, am I gonna go to hell when I die?
You know they're getting together and they're like, put these wherever you can corner people.
Are there toilets in hell?
Yeah. I don't know.
Just perpetually walking through shit for the rest of
If I
eternity.
was going to, yeah, if I was going to have like a Dante's Inferno type hell, that would be it, where they're like, you can't take your pants off. Your pants are actually a part of your skin. You shit yourself. It's there forever.
Well, I mean, if there was no one around to like make fun of you for it, I don't think I'd really care.
Yeah, everybody's just shitting their pants. It becomes the new thing.
As soon as somebody's like, "Man, you shit yourself," but like, give it 2 seconds. Don't worry.
But yeah, that's everything that went down with us.
Excellent.
Did you?
What?
How about your hot pepper episodes?
Holy sh! Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Uh, yeah. So like, I've been getting into like all the hot ones episodes, like where they eat all the hot sauce and stuff. So I just figured I would try it out. And I figured that my tolerance for the heat was right around just a habanero pepper. And then I remembered at Kroger near where we work, it had habanero pepper. So when Ashley got off, I had her pick me some up. And me sitting here the next day all by myself with nothing to do, I was like, I got to do something, and then I just look over, and the fucking habanero peppers are like, "Hey, bruh, you want to make your yeah, you want to make your afternoon a little bit more eventful? How about you pop one of us in your mouth?" And I figured if I was gonna do that, I would record it and post it to Facebook. And now it's got damn near 100 views.
Semi-famous.
Semi, very like if I pop up on some type of video, then I'll know I've hit it big. But I don't know. Just been expecting everybody to be like fucking dumbass, but everybody's pretty much been really nice about it. I think
Dumbass.
everybody realizes what happened, that it's really boring around here. people just people just do random shit.
Was in that video when you like made a comment or something? Was that your mom trying to like respond to you, or was she
No,
talking
That
to
was his
somebody else?
dad.
that
That
was
was
my
Oh,
his
dad, man.
dad.
Every time you say anything, like if it's quiet and you're just like, "Oh, it's cold," he'll just be like, "Huh?"
I could be like, "Hey Corey." I can be like specifically, "Hey Corey," and he'll be like, "Huh?" Or he can just call my name and he'll be like, "Huh?"
I seen like you make the comment and like somebody said something, and I seen it in your face, like.
Because I just wanted to do a video, and then he had to chime in. He's always got something to say about something. He's retired, so he just sits in his house and watches sports all day. He's looking for some type of
Entertainment.
entertainment
Human
or
interaction.
some type of off point that he can jump in on a conversation. I don't know,
I would
Yeah.
get tired of being here all the time.
man. Like whenever I didn't, the times I haven't had a job and I've just had to sit around the house, it's just so depressed. Like it amplifies your depression so much when you just lay there and you don't have anything to do. It's rough, and
Yeah, yeah.
I don't see how he does it.
There ain't nothing good on TV.
No, man.
Yeah.
That's
You got
why.
nothing.
That's one reason why I started running and stuff. I was like, well, if I'm just gonna sit there, at least I could try to get in shape.
Mhm.
And now, I don't know.
Now it's too damn cold.
Yeah, like even after it, if you watch the video, you can see my reaction to him fucking. I kind of raised my lip about it. But yeah, I'm ordering the hot pepper sauce. Eric just ordered it for me from Amazon Prime. The what was it?
357.
Yeah, the 357 hot sauce
Mad
stuff. Yeah, the
Dog, whatever.
Mad Dog 357. Uh, it's supposed to be one of the hottest hot sauces that they use on that
That's what they
show. So
say.
Huh.
yeah, we're gonna try that out when it gets here. That's what I've been into.
Best of luck with that.
My
Yeah.
parents came over yesterday to try out the hot sauces that we do have.
Yeah,
And
man.
my dad, he
I,
ate so much of our mango habanero sauce. Man,
it lit
Mango
his
habanero is really good though.
it lit his ass up.
he ate a lot of it.
he he ate a little bit of it and he was like, "Yeah, that was spicy." And then like I'm over here like working on my dad's computer trying to get that set up for him, and then I guess he just kept fucking eating it.
Yeah, he was covering his wings in it. He just kept eating it. He was like, "This is good," and then he just kept eating it. And he was sweating. His eyes were watering. It looked like he had tears rolling down his face. It was so bad. It was so
They were
red.
like he was like, "I gotta go outside and get some air." And I had suggested milk, but he was like, "I'm not a kid," and he just like went outside.
I'm not a child.
Yeah, and then so I go and I pick up the bottle, and it's like really light compared to
He
what it
almost
was.
ate all of it.
He ate a lot of the fucking sauce. And I looked at Ashley and I was like, holy shit. I was like, no wonder he needs some fucking air. Like, some of the peppers, though, like when you first eat them, it's like instantaneous. It's really fucking hot. But there's every once in a while, like when you eat them, it'll kind of be delayed on how hot it gets. And I think that's what happened to him. he was pacing himself and then dove in and he wasn't ready for the dive. It was pretty funny though. But yeah, if you guys want to go ahead and get into our topics, we can do that.
Yeah.
What's your topic, Tristan?
So this was a topic I'd been thinking of, I guess, like a long time before we even thought about bringing it up and talking about it openly. But it's the number one thing in the entire universe that you absolutely can't stand, that just aggravates you. And it can be something that you wish you could change or something that you don't even bother changing. To me, this is something I'll probably never want to change because I ain't got enough time to worry about it. But there's a lot of disdain for like public restroom toilet paper. And, see, it's not for my reason, isn't for the reason you think it is. Like some people don't like it because it's not like comfortable or whatever. My my big old like so you get this gigantic roll, right? It's like almost like normal, 6 or 7 times bigger than like a normal toilet paper roll. Okay,
Hmm.
and then you got like how strong it is. Like the
Sorry.
strength of this toilet paper is just like super light. And when you have this gigantic 7 pound roll, and it's like a fresh roll inside that little plastic container thing, and you go to unravel it, it's so thin that it just breaks off in like
The
little bitty squares.
the super thin two ply, like
Right.
they're like we have to have this two ply, but nobody
The
ever
the
said
quote,
how thick it
It's
needs to be.
yeah,
that
the
shit
quote
ain't even two
industrial
ply. What are you
grade.
talking about?
Yeah, this wasn't 2 ply, but it's like the industrial grade toilet paper, and you go to like start the roll. Like, yeah, usually I'm like a 7 or 8 sheeter. That gives you a lot of good coverage. That gives you a lot of length, so I can go from like the tip of my finger all the way down to the bend of my elbow. Like when I want to wipe, I want to like really get in there.
Just one clean sweep.
Exactly, yeah. You like that's not waste any time. But then the problem is when you get these industrial grade toilet paper rolls, you waste a lot of time. So I'm gonna go grab like my 8 sheets and then fold it in half, and it's like rip, like one little piece of a square, and you can't even start the momentum because you ever walked in a public restroom and you see the little pieces of toilet paper all on the ground and wonder how they get there? This is the reason why. It's because you can't even get a good sizable amount until you ripped about a third of this roll, and then you're good to go after that. So I mean, it's nothing that can aggravate you for a great deal of time, but I just always thought that was like the most wasteful thing. And I don't really want to bother changing it because I don't have the time to really dig down into why toilet paper breaks. So that's just one thing I'll probably always be upset about. um, that's really the only thing, like world hunger, like that's terrible. But this toilet paper thing, that's like something that really gets me every day.
See, those are the kind of things I thought we were going to be talking about.
Yeah,
With like world hunger and
yeah,
world
we're not here to we're not
The
here
wasting
to
funny,
change the world.
the funny thing
I'm not
is
here to
mine
change
also has to do with the fucking bathroom.
Okay.
So, do you want to know my thoughts on the whole toilet paper situation? And
It's really shitty.
I do, it is really shitty. But but
And
this is my idea on it. The way I think of it is okay. So like if I've got to go, I don't use a public bathroom unless it's straight up fucking emergency, right?
Mhm.
Like I don't like eating with my hands not being washed or any of that shit. So
That's
like
fair.
the whole bathroom, like so my etiquette goes if I have to go into a public bathroom, I don't breathe through my fucking nose because I don't want to smell somebody else's shit. And I understand that there's fecal matter in the air,
You gotta
and
taste it.
yeah, you're just fucking tasting it. But you know what? I'm I've got to at least I'm not fucking smelling it is the way I see it. But yeah, I've got a shitty mouth now. But but what the whole idea of going to the bathroom. Okay, so like oh my god, I've got so many things on this. So like when you go into the bathroom and you put your hands on your junk and stuff, why don't you wash your hands before? Because like okay, so like you go up to a urinal, you've been like your hands have been on all types of crazy shit, right? And
Yeah.
then you instantly you're just like nobody washes their hands and then goes pee and then washes their hands again. They just are like I'm just going to grab my dick and then wash my hands. It's like you just put all types of shit that you've been touching all over your crotch area.
Mm. I never really thought of that.
So that
I'll
that
say,
that bugs me.
I was saying rebuttal to that though. I know where my hands have been. I don't know where everybody else's hands have been.
I know where my hands have been too, and it's not good places. It's always some fucking terrible place, especially having a job where you have to touch used computers all the time.
Yeah, that's why you grab some sanitizer before you go to the bathroom.
I guess. But my other stance on the whole bathroom situation is I think wiping your ass with toilet paper is straight up fucking outdated. Because to me, to me
Just
it's
wait
like
for it.
to to me it's like when you eat food, say like if you were just to eat soup and just say fuck etiquette, we're just going to smear it all over my fucking face, right? And like being a man that has a beard, if you wipe that off, that's not fucking good enough.
Yeah.
You have to fucking wash it because you still got the shit. You still got shit there. So I don't know. When I go to the bathroom, I hold it, and like when I come home, I'm like, no, I'm gonna clean this the right way.
Oh, you do the three seashells, huh?
What is? What the fuck is that?
Well, yeah. What is that?
Is there a
It's a movie
trademark for
reference.
this?
Sorry. That's a Judge. No, it's not Judge Dredd. It's fuck.
Three
Sylvester.
seashells.
It's Demolition Man.
What's that? I mean, I know what Demolition Man is, but what is this three seashells I've not heard of?
Oh, do you not remember that scene in that movie where like he goes to the bathroom and he like goes to take a shit and he looks down where the toilet paper is supposed to be and it's literally just three seashells and he like looks at it. He looks at it and he like curses and like the thing behind him prints out a receipt for like a credit deduction. So he just starts cursing over and over again to get something to wipe his ass with in that scene.
I don't
And
remember
like
that part.
he comes out, he's like, "What's with the three seashells?" And before anybody can answer, like something goes down and they had to leave.
So wait, does he have to run out with a shitty asshole?
He
No, he
uses
wipes
receipt
with
paper.
the credit receipt. Yeah.
No, man, I'm not talking about wiping my ass with no seashells I mean, like, if you go and you're in your house, I don't see why you just don't go ahead and just wash your ass. Like, like, I know this is fucking crazy.
Like a full blown shower or
No,
like
just like fucking
baby
just
wipes.
wipe. Yeah, just even the baby
Okay.
wipes would be like you wipe your ass, you do the baby wipe thing. I don't do that. I hang my ass over the fucking tub and I wash my ass. But that's just because I think that that's cleaner. I don't know. That might
It
not be.
is.
It just seems like it's a more efficient way to wipe your ass
Saves toilet paper.
to get your ass clean.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you really want to save toilet paper, just like save your like what you throw out and then just unravel them and use the other side. That's how you do that.
True.
Ew.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a pass on that. Something about it doesn't seem efficient.
It's all dry. It's all
It's
dry,
it's
but
it's the same thing where like if you gotta blow your nose and wipe your ass, you just wipe your ass and like fold it and then blow your nose with the other side.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That's cutting it too close.
Oh, that's where you draw the line.
You want to know how you get pink eye? That's how you get pink eye.
Trying to find this Demolition Man clip.
I bet I can find it. Hold on.
I've got it. I'm
Oh.
gonna save it for later.
Like you're gonna watch it and be like, God damn.
The three seashells. That is literally what the scene's called.
Yeah. They did a whole thing about it where like someone went into an interview with one of the writers or the director, one of the two, and I was like, so you guys never explained it in the movie, but what's up with the three seashells? And like I don't remember the answer, but it was something super stupid.
Eric, you got any stances on toilet paper etiquette or
Uh,
procedures that need to be changed?
that they just need to make them motherfuckers thicker. That's all that shit is. Like you like as he said, like you go to pull it down from the thing, and if you pull with too much force, it just right in your hand, and there's nothing you can do about it. You got to like be super calm and delicate with it, and then you start feeling it, and you're like, this shit ain't delicate at all.
It's like lock picking on like Skyrim or something.
Yeah, it's like the wax paper you get for like baking like biscuits or like other pastries and shit, but there's no wax on it. It's just that fucking paper.
It makes me think of like really cheap tissue paper.
Yeah.
Like
The one ply no aloe.
you would get a better wipe from the paper you put in gift bags and stuff.
That's
Ew.
about what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. I hate when I hate when it's the big roll and it's like in this big metal drum and you're like trying to pull it out and it's so weak that it tears apart repeatedly.
Yeah.
Is that what you were talking about earlier?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, the shit everybody I like you see it all over the floor. It's just like somebody is like fuck this and just throws it and starts over.
Yeah. It's too weak.
If
What?
I go in, if I go in a public restroom, I don't use the end of the toilet paper that's hanging out. I tear that off and throw it in the toilet and get the clean paper, I guess, because I think either they touched it or it's been laying on that floor. And being a girl, you got to be more careful about those things.
That's really smart, though. I never even thought of that.
Man, humans are such wasteful people.
Well, I
Like
don't.
I understand why you do it, but there's like so much like effort that has to go into taking a poop, and there's so many fucking people.
All right. Well, we covered Tristan's one thing.
Yeah, we covered it pretty well.
Eric, do you got one?
Yeah, mine has to do with the bathroom too, though. Mine, mine's just more of like a super bad pet peeve that like, whenever I go into the bathroom, like I'll go sit down in the stall, go to do my business. I don't say a word. I don't do anything. I mean, if
Oh
if my
man.
shit if my shit is loud, I'm sorry, but I try to like flush when I do it, so it's not so bad. But there's those people that come in there and they're like, and I'm like, okay, you can calm down. And like he goes into the stall, slams the seat down, fucking pulls out his phone. And he's like, "Hey, yo, Billy, how you doing, man?" I'm like, "Oh my goddamn."
You just hear his whole daily conversation.
Yeah, and then like if somebody in the bathroom does something, like if they fart or if like someone flushes or takes or like their shit's just really bad that day, they'll hear it and they'll go, "Shoo, goddamn." I hate that shit so much.
I do remember my first day working at my job. I went down into the bathroom and I was at the urinal, and there was this old man in the stall next to me, and he just lets out this fart, this ungodly fart, and all I hear him say is "Yes, sir."
See, that's funny though.
That was just the damnedest thing for somebody to say in response to their asshole just chiming out. Such a weird thing.
What else can you say when someone's talking shit behind your back like that? You gotta agree with them.
Assholes always talking shit.
Oh yeah.
I hate the fact that when you go down there, there's the fucking gap. Like
Yeah.
I hate the fact that there's any type of opening in the stall at all. Like the cracks between the doors on the side. Like I don't see the point in that.
Apparently, that's like an American thing that the stalls have that kind of gaps. I don't know how true that is, but I mean, that's what I've seen. And like, like at Planet Fitness, they have the stalls made where the gaps are filled in, where you
Yeah,
can't see in them. Why can't they do that?
that bugs the shit out of me. I hate it. I hate it because like there'll always be somebody like you see the
Like you
fucking
make
stalls
eye contact.
closed.
You make eye contact with them because they're looking to see if you're actually shitting or
Yeah.
not.
He's like, is he shitting or is he, just taking up vacancies?
Yeah. It's just
Is he-
dicking around.
Yeah. Let's see what type of work
Like
he's
yeah,
putting in.
I go into the bathroom and pull my pants down and sit down just to sit here.
Gives me an excuse to play on my phone. It's fine.
Yeah.
I know you talked about like how you really don't care how loud it is or anything, but when I go in there, it like I don't want anybody fucking hear it. Like I don't want to hear anybody fucking taking a shit. So like when I sit down, I put my fucking fingers in my ear. I'm like, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear your butt stretching out.
Ew.
I mean, it's really fucking quiet in the bathroom, so everything that happens, you
Shit,
hear.
must be nice to be quiet in the bathroom because during second shift, that thing is loud as fuck.
Oh
Everyone
my god.
talks. People,
Oh my god.
there was somebody in there the other day. I was, doing my thing, and this dude walked in, and within like 10 seconds, I already knew he was a talker because like he started to say something. And I'm like, here we go. All of a sudden, he gets a phone call, right? And I swear to God, I think I heard someone get their relationship destroyed in a different language in 10 minutes. Cause like this dude was mean angry and he was just shouting like some other stuff. And I like the woman on the other end was fucking livid because she all of a sudden got louder than the dude was. And she was on the other end of the phone. And all of a sudden he just started going, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like it was more like a yes, ma'am, yes, yes, dear, yes. And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
So aside from why they're made that way, I found a few things. The first thing is that it makes it easier to clean because they just go and like hose down the entire floor and let it drain. The second is that so people can see what you're doing in there, so it discourages drug taking or people having sex.
I'm gonna
'Cause
let
it's
you know
obviously
right now.
People do the drugs anyway. They
People
don't give
do
a
the
fuck.
fucking
Yeah,
drugs
exactly.
Right,
anyway.
and if they're having sex in a public bathroom, they don't really care if you see them.
Exactly, yeah. The last is that it says it's cheaper and easier because some places may not have like level floors or stuff like that. So by mounting stuff like that to the walls or the ceiling, you kind of don't have to worry about that.
They would just
Which
level those bastards out.
they would. That one's not really a good reason. I think it's
Yeah.
mainly for the first two, or at least the
I
second one.
I just can't
Uh,
stand, but I just can't stand beside those reasons though. I don't think they're good enough.
Well, one of them has said it's for the convenience of U.S. senators, so I'm thinking it's talking about them like
I don't give a
oh
fuck about the U.S.
the Larry
senators,
the Larry Craig scandal. That's what it's talking about.
especially like I said earlier. It takes me a lot to have to go into this fucking bathroom. I mean, it's got to be a straight up emergency. So I
What,
don't give a
what
fuck
about
about
those?
the U.S. senator.
What about those people where you're in the stall and you know it's a closed stall, but they walk up to the stall anyway and they just like
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
the handle and you're like it's taken. You sure it's taken?
I remember this one time when I went down there, and there was a stall at the end, the big handicap stall that everybody goes in any fucking way, but
Mm.
the latch was broke, so everybody just kind of seemed to come to the conclusion, okay, this is broke. This is now going to be basically a urinal, except for this one old man. So I go in there and there's a fucking line because there's only like like three porta potties and there's a lot of people there, so there's a line and this stall is open. So I was like, well, maybe somebody didn't, they saw the door was broken and they were like, well, I'm not going to use it. So I walk over there and there's this old man just fucking taking a shit. And he knew there was going to be a person walking up because I made eye contact with him, and the look in his eyes was, God damn it, a fucking again with this.
Another one.
And I just look at him and I kind of go, sorry, man. And I walk off. He's like, every goddamn time. Can't even take a shit. And I just walked out.
Feel like I suddenly don't have to pee anymore.
It was just him. He was continue like as I was leaving, he was still talking. He was still saying shit about the situation, and I could just see the guys that were lined up just laughing about it.
It's probably because they watched like two or three people do it beforehand and
Right.
acted the exact same way. Like, fucking, I ain't gotta piss no more.
But it was just like straight up old man hatred. It's like, God damn. It was like he was turning level 2 Super Saiyan or something. How it starts off like a very small yell and then, fucking escalates.
I could just picture in his head he was thinking, I went to war for this shit, and a motherfucker can't let me take a shit in peace.
Thing is, I'd worked there for like 2 years at that point, and I'd never seen that man, and I still have never seen that man again. It was like he was just there for that situation. It was weird. It was a very weird thing. It was awesome. I think it was awesome, but
I got to see a man taking a shit today. It was great.
just if the door's broke, just don't take a shit.
The the last thing further on in the comments, it says it's basically to prevent people from waiting outside. Like they can see someone's in there clearly, but it's like that. That doesn't stop people either.
Why don't you just have, the fucking green
No,
and red vacants flip thing? If it's
yeah,
locked,
exactly.
it's
So the
taken.
number one reason is no one knows for certain why there's gas there. Apparently,
People have just gotten used to it and not thought twice about it.
yeah.
Bathroom etiquette is fucking. I don't know. That to me just seems like it needs to be updated.
It's been a whole episode of bathroom etiquette.
Yeah,
Basically, yeah.
because
And here
people
I
need to
was
get it
thinking
together.
my thing. I don't know if anyone's actually given their reason or if they're just expanding on what I said, but maybe we
Eric
all,
did.
yeah, maybe like there's, I didn't even know it and no one else knew it, but there's like a huge problem with like what happens in the bathroom. That's kind of enlightening,
It
I
is.
guess.
Get it together, people.
Yeah.
Huh? Ashley, do you have a topic?
I mean,
What really grinds your gears?
mostly just stupid drivers. If we're talking small things that we don't like and would change but don't want to waste our time with, basically. It's the
Yeah.
same thing. It's like I mean, it's like your turn signal. It's literally like 2 inches from your steering wheel. It's not hard to do. You don't even have to take your entire hand off your steering wheel to flip that thing.
I
Yeah.
said something to Robert about it the other day. I was like, Robert, how hard is this? And I just took my pinky and hit the blinker. And I was like, look, you don't even got to push it down the whole way. It just automatically, blinks like 5 times.
Hmm.
Like, how hard is that? Like, look, man, I'm getting over. I don't want to crash into you and cause like a month worth of fucking drama. Here's my blinker.
And then yeah, that and turning lanes. It's like people slow down then get in the turning lane. It's like no, no, that's not what you do. You turn your blinker on, get into the turning lane, then slow down. That's why they're there. So you don't have to slow
Right.
the rest of us down.
Or how
Like
they
that
slow
makes
down completely before making a turn. That's something
Yeah,
I've always noticed.
yeah, they
what?
just almost basically
No,
stop.
nobody fucking knows how to merge. You don't.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you don't. Just cut it back a couple fucking miles an hour and just go in there. It is really annoying, especially when you have to drive for like 2 hours a day on the interstate.
Oh, I know. Trust me. I spend like 15 hours of my business week in my car, worried about
Yeah,
traffic.
It's
It's
real.
terrible.
It's. Ugh. That's really. I mean, it's short and sweet. Just stop being fucking asshole. The cell phone thing. That's a whole nother thing. But the blinker, if we could just, start on
blinker.
that. Just start on the fucking blinker. You're not too
Learn the blinker.
you're not too good of a driver, man, that don't need to fucking still do that.
And
Learn the
it's on every
blinker.
single vehicle that's ever been made,
Every
to my
god
understanding.
every goddamn vehicle since vehicles have started.
Yeah.
The Wright brothers, they started that.
I don't no, actually they didn't used to have turn signals back then. You had to use your hand, but whatever,
Yeah.
Hmm. But everyone was familiar with that, right?
right? It's like I still know how to signal with the hand. I mean, come on.
The
They
fact
even that's in the driver's handbook, I think. Whenever I did it, it was in the driver's handbook, but I mean that's been like 12 years ago. So
Yeah, no one reads that shit. I didn't read
the fact that I stated the Wright brothers started the turn signal and nobody
yeah, oh, you
said
didn't. Yeah.
nobody said they were the airplane guys.
They were the airplane guys, Corey.
it. I mean, they could have did it. I don't know.
Yeah, they could have like flags popping out the left or the right side.
You know that ain't what happened.
Yeah, because they weren't in the air
You
long
know,
enough. They
you
didn't
know
care.
that's not what happened at all. Um,
Yeah, what's your thing?
my thing,
Yeah.
I've got so many, but
Name the first one that pops in your head.
I'll name the main one and then I'll name my. I kind of wish this wasn't a thing. So my main
I'm
thing
sorry.
is just I just think there's too many goddamn people. I just think there's too many in general. There's too many fucking people in the world. I'm not saying we we need
He's
to.
saying
That's
mass
it. Got to
genocide
start
right
purging
now.
people. It's over.
Yeah, I'm not saying we need to drastically fix that all at once. I'm just I'm just
Why
saying,
not?
when the whole fucking car thing and the bathroom situation and even just going to the store, I just fucking hate that somebody's always in my fucking way.
No. I get it though, because yesterday when I went to the store to get our stuff, I went to one aisle. I needed to get some crackers. There was this couple standing in front of the freaking crackers I needed. I knew what I wanted, but they were standing there debating over which crackers to get. Right? So I was like, I sat there for a couple minutes. I'm like, okay, well, I'll come back. I went to get the marinara sauce that we needed. And there was a woman standing in front of that debating what she wanted. So I was like, okay, well, I'll go grab this. Then I'll come back to that. Then I'll come back to that. I went back to both of them, and both people were still, like, both sets of people were still standing there staring at this crap. Every freaking aisle I went down to, there was people. I couldn't just walk down an aisle without one person being there.
Mm.
It's I don't know. It's just really annoying to have to deal with somebody all the fucking time. Like even when, so like when I go off work, sometimes I like to go to the park, and then like whenever it's the it's always when it first starts warming up. Everybody just it's just like it's fucking great outside. Let's go to the park. And then it's just the fuck it's cluttered. There's just too much. Somebody has to get the fuck out. It's like there's too many people in the pool. Everybody's shoulder to shoulder.
Why don't they have what are those things that they have at like restaurants and stuff? And
Reservations?
nah, not reservations. I mean, that'd be kind of neat too. But um, like if the fire department came in and you had too many people in there, you could get a fine kind of thing.
No, like limits.
Yeah, it's a limit, but it's got a specific name.
I don't know. That's kind of
A
But then
max
ended up,
Like
capacity.
I was
Yeah.
like, yeah,
yeah,
max
but
capacity.
I was
We've pretty much like gave every single way we can name that.
nah, it's whatever. There's another thing it's called, but that's okay. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You get the point. But at the same time, if they did that for parks, they'd have to have like a gate you have to go through with regulations.
I really hate when I have to go to the bathroom. Or like my main thing with the bathroom is like when I don't go, but when I gotta go, I look down like the fucking stairs and like to the right of the stairs, you can see like the men and women's bathroom, and there's always a fucking janitor in there cleaning when you gotta go.
Oh yeah, that
And
was a
then
common thing when I worked with you guys for sure.
yeah, and then like you finally get like they finally clean it up, and then everybody goes in there, and there's a fucking line. You have to sit there and wait, and you're just like, you know what, fuck this.
I'll go pee at my girlfriend's work.
I'll no, what I usually do is I'll walk fucking 10 minutes to the front of the factory and go to the nice bathroom.
Yeah.
So, and then, time off. I don't know. I just think there's too much. And we live in a small town. Like there's not a lot of people here, but it seems like they're always at the same fucking place.
It's like we live in a small town, but the store is always packed with people. It's
And
like,
it
Everyone
okay.
just everyone
And
decides to do the same thing at the
yeah,
same time.
and it's always different people. Like
it's never the
I don't,
same fucking people. Look,
I just don't understand.
where do they come from? Are they?
Where
It's
did they go?
are they? Shh, don't. Do not bring Cotton Eye
Joe.
Joe into this.
Why he's probably at Walmart right now
It's
when you gotta
gone.
go.
You've already put it in my head. It's just gonna be there all fucking day on my last day off.
I do what I can.
I just it's just it's really hard not to think like there's like some type of Truman Show shit going on in your life to where it's like is everybody fucking in on this?
It was a very boring fucking season in my Truman Show. Let me tell you.
Yeah. Like, I don't
Man,
know.
this man
Mine,
just goes to the bathroom, plays games, and works. This is some shit.
you
He
know what
asked
I mean?
me.
My life's like a spin-off of the Truman Show. It's like, not as good as the original. You just watch it if you get bored.
Yeah.
The man eats a lot of pizza.
You watch it during the off season. Yeah, and he eats a lot of pizza.
It's a new kind of pizza. I gotta try that.
Yeah, right.
So I also have two other things that kind of like I wish I could really change.
Hmm.
Okay, so the first thing is I really hate the fucking taste of fish. And I fucking hate how it seems like fish has just come like this big thing now. Like I watched the TV show and it was supposed to be all about pizza, right? And all they did was make fucking seafood pizza.
Mm.
That just sounds gross.
It was everything. It was on Netflix. It was called the ugly something. I can't remember. It was called Ugly Delicious, and it was supposed to be like all these, different types of things. And then he sat down at this bar, and this Japanese chef was like, "Yeah, this is my new delicacy." He's like, "I wanted to have pizza and sushi at the same time," and I was like, "All right, that's not for me." And
See,
then
those kinds of things don't sound good with cheese to me.
no, and then like the next guy was like, "Yeah, I've had this restaurant open for like 20 years." He's like, "I want to show you my new creation." And I was like, "Oh man, what's he gonna make?" And he's like, "Oysters on pizza." And I was like, "God dang!" I looked at Ashley and I literally said, "If they make one more fucking seafood pizza, I'm out." And I even stopped the video and looked to see what the episode was about, and it was like it was supposed to just be like unique pizzas from all over the world. So there was no limitation to the pizza. It could be any type of pizza. And so they show Wolfgang Puck next, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, Wolfgang Puck's awesome." And so he's sitting there talking about how he used to make all this fucking food for what was the guy on the Late Show? It was whoever had the Late Show, Bob Hope or somebody, Johnny Carson, I think. I don't know. It
Bob
was one
Hope.
of those guys.
Bob Hope is the Price is Right.
Oh, was it?
That's Bob Barker.
Oh,
Oh, it
yeah.
is Bob.
Everybody's like, his name's Bob. That's all I know. That's all I need to
Bob
know.
something,
I
but I
don't.
don't think the Late Show was.
It was Johnny Carson. Okay, let's just stop talking about Bob Hope. But no, he's like sitting there talking about it. He's like, "Yeah, he used to, always want me to make these pizzas, and then he started getting this one type of pizza, and he was like, 'This is better than your pizza.' And I was like, 'Ah, it's not.' And then I tried it, and he's like, 'It fucking was better than my pizza.' And he's like, 'So I made this in respect for, Johnny Carson.' He's like, 'This is my tuna fish pizza.' And I was like, 'Get the fuck out of here.' I literally turned it off. And I was like, I'm never fucking watching that show again. It was like, because
Get the fuck out of here.
all they're fucking gonna do is just throw fish on it. Fish to me tastes like somebody pissed on chicken and it was like, here, eat it, try it, it's fucking awesome. And everybody was
Uh,
just in agreement about it.
so you would never like eating lunch with me then, because like legit, the last 2 weeks, all I've had is a can of tuna, and I just put lemon pepper on it, and that's it. There's like nothing else in it that I've just been eating it with
I
it.
can't do
No
it, man.
mayonnaise.
No mayonnaise, no nothing.
I've
I mean,
tried. I've
I've eaten
tried
it
to
with
lock
lemon
it.
pepper and mayonnaise.
No, mine's legit just a can of tuna dumped into a bowl, lemon pepper on it, mixed up, and then sealed.
Man, I fucking hate y'all.
Fish is okay. Like, you can't eat it. And there's like some like types of fish that are more fishier than others.
Hmm.
I've tried the
For sure.
tilapia is supposed to taste just like chicken. I tried it and it still just tastes like,
It's
shitty chicken.
It's a
it's
really light
it's
flavor, but
yeah, it's probably the most
fish.
bland fish you're gonna get. So
Yeah.
Or like
What was?
the Alaskan pollock stuff you get from like Long John Silver's, or whatever, like the actual fried shit.
My
Comes in
grandparents used to
triangles.
take me to like the Long John Silver's and like they'd be like, "We're gonna go out and eat," and I'd be like, "Yeah," and then we'd pull up into a goddamn Long John Silver. I'm
Good
like,
thing
"Are
they
you?"
have chicken too.
I'm like, "Just give me
But they
that
fry it
fucking."
in the fish grease. So it tastes like fucking fish.
Yeah,
what
it's
is this?
still
It's the authentic surf and turf.
it's
Yeah.
fucking like there's remnants of bullshit on this food. I used to always get like the little fucking cracklings, the most unhealthy fucking thing you could get there, and it was
Yeah, you
just
know what
like
that
all
that's
the
just fish
batter,
batter.
yeah,
and
all the
grease.
all the
chips.
all the
Yeah.
batter that came off of the bullshit. I'd eat that in a hush puppies, just loading up on fucking carbs. But yeah. Uh,
Ain't so bad though.
the last thing that really pisses me off, just fucking mud. I hate
Is
mud.
what?
Well, we can't change that one. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's last. But all you mud fans out there, go fuck yourself. It gets everywhere. You don't know what you're talking about.
Talking about like the people that walk around with like the dried mud, and as they're walking, it just like flakes off onto the floor.
Oh God.
I don't. I hate it being on me at all. Like I'll go get a new pair of shoes, and then I can't escape just mud. I hate being in the South, man.
Well, I think there's mud in the north too.
No, no, don't ruin that. Don't ruin that for me.
As a man from the north, I can confirm there is mud.
God damn it! I was just hoping it was fucking parking lots.
They paved paradise.
I-
They put a
I-
parking lot. It's a song.
Everything keeps going back to these 5 songs that Eric sings constantly. We're gonna fucking, fucking go get a lot of peaches. We're gonna sing that next.
Yeah.
There was
Move to
another
the
one.
country.
That was another one. You sing the fucking Lion King song a lot too.
Rich girl?
That one actually came on the overhead radio the other day.
I was listening to that on the way home from work Friday.
Like I heard it and I was
thought
like,
of you.
oh, this is my jam.
That is an Eric trademark. Like we can't listen to that song and Ashley will just like look at me with these fucking stars in her eyes and be like, Eric.
I made that song popular, man. I can't help it.
Well, anybody got anything else they want to talk about?
Gwen Stefani should be paying you royalties.
I just wish I was getting paid.
Yeah, that would be nice. I miss having a nice check.
I'm good. I think I've quenched my thirst for
For podcasting
talking
this
about
week.
shit that pisses me off. I'm still a little livid about the toilet paper. I'm just gonna have to try to think of something. I guess.
He's just gonna go into the bathroom and be like, why can't you be like the rest?
Take your own roll of toilet paper
Well,
with
Yeah, exactly. And that was what I was about to say. This guy we work with literally brings his own toilet paper to work, and someone
that
laughed
Angel
at him.
Soft.
Yeah, someone laughed at him, and I was like, "No, that's like the smartest fucking thing I think I've ever heard." Like, because you'll never have to complain about toilet paper, and you'll never run out. You'll always have it.
Yeah, but I'd hate
Keeps
to
your
run
world
it at
fun.
home because I'm taking it to work.
Yeah, but like, it's like most of the people at work they bring like backpacks and stuff, like their phone charger.
You
and
gonna
all
bring a
that.
backpack of toilet paper? Just bring a
I might.
backpack just for toilet paper. Be
Yeah.
that guy.
Just a whole backpack full of
So-
toilet paper.
The great thing about my work is I'm the one that buys the toilet paper.
The,
I get the Angel Soft
the
toilet
worst
paper.
thing about your work is like when anybody goes to the bathroom, the whole fucking office smells like it.
Oh God, yep.
'Cause
When
it's,
we
like,
move,
right
we're gonna
there.
have 2 bathrooms.
I hate when
Jim's-
we go into our factory because you smell like the bathroom straight up, like
I
as you
wish
walk
we had
in.
2 bathrooms.
Yeah, we're gonna have 2 bathrooms. Jim said he's gonna put like the male and female thing on the doors, and he's like, that means you girls can't be using that restroom with the male thing on it. And we just kind of looked at him like, yeah, right, because there's literally one dude that works there now.
Yeah, and I use it also, so that's just gonna be for me. All
It's
right.
gonna be.
Well, I think this is a good stopping pot for our podcast this week.
A stopping
Yeah.
pot.
Stopping pot, yeah. I mean, the whole conversation's been about toilets, so why not? But yeah, this is a pretty solid second episode. If you want us to do more, sound off in the comments.
All the poop puns,
All the-
solid.
All the poop puns that are coming.
At least it's not a running episode.
Tristan, sign us off with a yeet.
Yeet.
All right, see you guys.